Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to Goonies World. My name is Ryan, also known as Meanie. And joining me, as always, Colin, also known as Goonie.
Hey.
And Sean, also known as Johnny Pharaoh, or tonight, Johnny Diamond, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, but how's everybody doing tonight? What are we playing tonight, Ryan?
We are going back to Fiasco, and now we're not going back to Missouri, and Kaylee and Blaze and Kyle.
Yes, you don't need to listen to that episode to listen to this one.
They're completely unrelated. Well, probably completely unrelated.
Yes, they're totally different play sets.
Yes.
Yes. And this one takes place in Dallas in 1963.
Yes, this is the Dallas November 1963 play set written by Chris Bennett. And what a play set is, if you don't know, it was a list of locations and needs and relationships and objects that in sort of a pre-game setup, we've already determined who our characters are and what they need and things like that. And as you might imagine, Dallas, November 1963.
Nothing happened.
Nothing important happened back then.
No, absolutely nothing. So I suppose we should probably introduce our characters.
Yeah, maybe a bit about their, the needs that they'll be fighting for.
So my character's name is Merle Bug. He's from Dallas, and he thinks he's very smart, and he thinks he's an intellectual and a scholar, but he might be wrong about that. And he has what he thinks are very highfalutin ideas about democracy and freedom, but he doesn't really know what any of that means. And he's a police officer, but he's a crooked ass police officer, and he has a tendency to take contracts to shoot people because he can get away with it because he's a cop in Texas in 1963. So. And he looks exactly like he sounds.
Does he like plainclothes cop, like a detective,
no,
wears a suit, or is he like
he's a
uniformed
street patrol uniformed officer. He's about 5'4" and bald, just wisps of hair, and big thick 60s black rimmed glasses. Yep.
Merle Bug.
Merle Bug.
That sounds like a Merle Bug.
That's right.
All right. Well, my character is Johnny Diamond, and I'm a nightclub owner. I own Johnny Diamond's Moon Room, and I tell you, it's a swell place to come kick up your heels and do a little dancing, do a little romancing. And I used to be a crooner before the big one, WW2. Kind of cut my career short, couldn't hit those high notes anymore. But I live and work here in Dallas, and I've had my fair share of ups and downs. I've had some bad things happen to me in the past. I'm not going to lie. And if I can ever do something to rectify those bad things that happen to me, well, I'll do it. But in the meantime, I just get by as best I can. There's a lot of competition in Dallas. I've got that son of a bitch Jack Ruby with his carousel club. And, I've got to pay my well, I'm not going to say how high a percentage, but a pretty big percentage to a certain, you might call them, businessmen of the Italian persuasion here in the Dallas community. And so these are some of the problems that I'm living with. Luckily, I hire the best. And one of the fellas I just hired is a member of a band, a good Cuban band, and let me introduce you to him right now. Goonie, what's your character like?
Jorge Romero from Cuba. And my Cuban is not going to be the best Cuban accent.
Cuban, whatever.
It's going to slip in and out of regular Spanish, Hispanic accents, various ones. But I don't think it's going to be too far out of the ballpark,
It won't be as bad as when fucking Stinkfinger Jones just suddenly fell off the fucking deep end in episode 3 of the Western game. I don't know what I was fucking thinking.
Yes, and I think I've been guilty of a few disappearing and reappearing English accents, Kevin Costner style.
As long as I don't, go into, Australian or something, I think the listeners will forgive me. But he's a nightclub, or he plays at the nightclub, the Moon Room, and he plays the maracas. But that's just his night or his side gig. He also is a killer, assassin.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. He likes to wear his floral Cuban shirts.
Yeah.
He's fit, and fairly young, and he's an exile. You know, when when it became communist, he left.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna start.
Yes, I think you should.
And it is a beautiful morning in Dallas. The sun has come up gorgeously, as it always does, over the skyline. And the traffic is flowing on I-35 east, south, / north, depending on which direction you're traveling, towards or away from downtown Dallas. And the traffic's, flowing nicely, and one car, the camera sort of pans in on one particular car with a Hispanic-looking gentleman sitting behind the wheel. And he flies past a Dallas PD cruiser, which immediately pulls out behind him and lights him up.
Fucking great. I'll pull over.
All right. So you pull over on the side of the highway here, and the cop obviously pulls up behind you and just kind of sits there. I assume you've been pulled over before. You kind of, he's like doing also talking on the radio, fucking taking notes, like doing whatever it is that takes them like an hour before they ever come and actually approach the vehicle.
Let's sit there and sweat for a little bit.
Right. And, but after the requisite eternity, this short, older, at least, sort of middle-aged, balding man walks up to you. And I assume you guys don't know each other yet. But anyway, he's got his hand on the pistol in his holster. Just the palm of his hand. He's not like gripping it like he's going to pull it out, but and he slowly walks up. Now, do you roll down your window, or is it already rolled down? It's a nice day.
It's already rolled down.
All right. Well, hello there, sir.
Hello.
Do you have a driver's license?
No. I'm a diplomatic immunity. I'm from Cuba.
Oh, you're from Cuba.
That's right.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about that. Now, that Castro fella down there, he's just not...
I fucking hate Castro so much.
Oh, is that why you're here?
It's a fucking cockroach.
Cucaracha, that's what I think of him as well. Well, so you do not have a driver's license then?
I don't even know what that is. I don't have it. No. I just
Is this
drive.
your vehicle, sir? Do you have a
I don't know.
registration?
How
the fuck do you say registration with that lisp? Registration.
I don't know what that is. I just, the communism, it got so bad, but I thought it was like, everything shared. I forget sometimes you can't just get into cars and drive.
I'm sorry, sir. So are you telling me that you've stolen this car?
Stolen? That's a word I don't know. But,
well, you seem to habla inglés pretty well.
I listen to, we have radios in Cuba that play American stuff. We have to hide it, though.
Why don't you tell me this, sir? Where are you heading today?
Oh, where am I headed to? I'm gonna go to. I got some friends that we have a little group together. It's anti-Castro group.
Anti-Castro, like Like meetings, like
Yes.
anti-communist meetings? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we get together and talk about how we're gonna go back to Cuba and fuck Castro like a pussy.
Well, that's very interesting, sir. I might like to sit in on some of these meetings, but I'm afraid first I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the car.
Okay, let me step out here and...
Unless you... And I have a really good friend. You might know his name. Well, you might not. Doesn't seem like you've been off the boat that long. But his name's Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, yes, I know him. Okay, a little. I have a little relationship with him, just a little. He'll get what money he has.
Okay. Yeah, now we're talking. How much money does he have, by the way?
$14.
Well, sir, this is not exactly what I had in mind now.
What? This is capitalist money.
This is
It's
a
good.
couple. This is a couple Abraham Lincolns and a couple George Washingtons.
Oh, they lots of white people look the same.
I need at least a Benjamin Franklin, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's go to the bank. I don't have bank, but that's where the money is, right?
Well, well, I don't think they're just going to give it to you if you don't have an account.
But you are a policeman.
All right, I'll take you $14, and we're gonna call it I never saw you, okay?
Okay.
And I hope I never see you again. Now,
Oh, so you're not gonna come to the meeting?
well, I might come to the meeting, but you didn't tell me where it was or anything.
Yeah, it's Oak Cliff neighborhood.
Okay.
Yes. We have a house there. We talk in secret.
Yeah. So you're gonna go down to Cuba and
Yes, we're gonna go back. We're getting people together. That's one thing we do in Dallas. Lots of patriots that hate communism. We're recruiting,
we're gonna have another revolution. Is that right?
but we gotta train all these people.
All right.
Well, he's going to. It sounds like he's getting what he wants in the terms of he wanted to bribe.
If that's what he wants, he certainly got it. Yeah.
So
So he's got a white dice.
I think so, and I think if we're going to do this correctly,
Yes.
I need to give this away,
Yes, you do. You need to give it away.
which we did not do last time. But I will give it to Johnny Diamond, because why not?
All right. Well, thank you very much. That is your scene. You got what you wanted.
And yeah, he just let you go for a $14 bribe.
Well, he's got his own sense of justice. Maybe he hates
Something
Castro
like that.
too.
He does hate Castro.
Can I say that
But he doesn't like Kennedy much.
retroactively, maybe he wrote down the address where the meeting was supposed
Yeah,
to be?
yeah, that's,
Yeah, he got
that's
his little cop notebook. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he never knows. I mean, now that he knows that there's like this group of insurgents that could be a target for blackmail in the future or something as well, possibly. He's just a douche all around.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to establish.
Yes. All right. Well, who should take the next scene then? Because I feel like maybe we ought to go with you if you're going to a meeting.
Yeah. I will just continue where the scene left off, and I will drive my car down, which is like, I probably stole some. I don't know. I guess he let me just keep the car.
I thought it was funnier that way.
Yeah.
He likes the older. Being from Cuba, I guess.
Like a 50s something or there.
Yeah, some bright blue 50s car, and he's gonna take that into the Oak Cliff suburb area of Dallas. He's gonna go to his little house, and then he's going to meet with his Cuban exile buddies.
Hey, Jorge.
It's Jorge.
Oh, I met a cop. I got stopped, but he might be important for us to remember because he took a bribe.
Oh.
I just played stupid.
I think all the cops around here take bribes.
You're not.
But this one's very corrupt and stupid.
Oh, well, you're stupid, and yes.
It's very potentially useful, huh?
Yes, he could be of use to us in our plan to, go and get people to train and invade Cuba.
Viva la revolution
Viva
again!
la revolution!
Viva la revolution!
I tell you, that's why we came to Texas, because if anywhere there's a place with people with lots of guns who are ready to fight, it's Texas.
They love America and they hate communism.
I hate communism.
I hate it. Communism is the worst.
Fucking hate it.
Yo.
Because there's no money. They took every money.
With no money, there's no food.
There's no food.
No bananas.
There's no bananas in Havana. It's very sad.
Okay, so I want to just go over our plans. Okay, we're gonna get guns. We're gonna train some patriots. We're gonna find some more people to train.
Yeah, but all that takes money.
Okay, we're gonna get some money.
I don't know. How are we going to get some money?
Okay, well, let's see. We play the maracas, get some extra dollars that way.
Yeah, but we need a shitload of money.
Okay,
You got to come up with something, Jorge.
well, let me just see how much I can get from this money. How much money I can get from playing the maracas. I don't know how much money.
You pretty good with the maracas?
I'm the best.
You sure it's not just maraca talk?
No, I would not give you maraca talk.
I got a acoustic guitar over here. I might be able to play with you, and then we can make money.
So you say...
So bring me drums along. Maybe we get together.
Okay, so...
Make a little money like a group.
Like a band that plays multiple instruments.
Yeah, like a super group.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Sort of like a power trio, to coin a phrase.
Okay, but I only play the maracas, so you have to really be good,
Oh, I can play the drum very good.
Do you sing?
I don't sing so much, but
I sing like an angel.
I suppose I could play guitar and sing.
okay.
Yes, I think we make a big noise.
We'll see how much money we can get. Maybe we can get some extra money doing extra jobs. I'm a good shot.
Where are we going to play the maracas and play our...
Oh, there's a band. There's clubs around here. Like, I know some... I heard of some places. There's a Carousel Club. There's a place called the Moon Room.
Okay, Jorge, you better go get us a gig. We'll stay here and polish our guns.
I've been to the Moon Room. It's okay.
It would be a good place to play.
I think so. I don't know if they pay good, but I think the owner, he is there all the time.
I hope he is also very stupid.
Seems likely.
Yeah, so, all right, I'm gonna go find us a place to play, maybe talk to the owner of the Moon Room.
Okay.
You keep practicing shooting.
Oh, yes, and hand-to-hand techniques.
Yes.
It's martial arts, I assume. Indeed.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's in my scene. I don't know.
Well, unless, if what you want is the job, though, we could continue it on.
It could be turned into your scene.
That's true. What I want, well, I know what I want.
Well, if what he wanted was to get a band together, he definitely accomplished that, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got his boys on board with his schemes and part of his story, so I think he kind of got what he wanted. So let's give him a white die.
I agree.
Or white die.
And I give it away.
Yeah, and you give it away to somebody.
Okay, well, I'll spread it out then. I guess I'll give it to Ryan.
All right, I accept your die.
Now it's my scene, I guess.
So I assume this is sometime later in the afternoon.
Sometime later. It's mid-afternoon. Johnny Diamond's moon room. That's where our scene will begin. And it's mid-afternoon, so people are still going on taking the chairs down off of the tables from where they were perched earlier so that the maintenance crew could get in and clean the place. And there's a stage which is like old-fashioned band shells and things like that, and a bar that runs along one corner. There's, of course, big... It's really just made out of plastic and things like that, but it's a great big moon, like crescent moon that hangs from the ceiling. I don't know, it seems like it just hangs there, but really it's just on little wires. But the lighting's not ready yet, the band's not up yet, and Johnny Diamond is sitting at the bar, but he's got a bunch of papers in front of him and bills and last night's receipts and things like that. It's like, God, and that he looks worried, shaking his head and distracted. He's got a little gin and tonic next to him. And I'm assuming this is about the time that Jorge probably would arrive. Man, I got it. Never thought there'd be so much red tape and paperwork involved and bills. Oh my gosh. Heaven forbid. Hey boss, there's a fella here to see you. All right. Come on, send him in. Hey, what do you want there, fella?
Hello.
Hello. Busy man, what do you need?
I want to play the bands for you.
Well, I tell you, fella, we got a hell of a singer right now.
But you need something extra spicy, like Cuban. That's what we are, and we play Cuban music.
Well, I tell you what, I heard that son of a bitch Jack Ruby has got some Cuban music. I'd hate to even, you
you want us to take care of him? No problem.
Well, I don't mean to take care of him. No. Sweet Jesus, no. Hey, listen, I don't know. Cuban music just seems like a bit of a stretch from time to time. That ship might have sailed. I don't know. You any good? I mean, seriously now. And let me tell you, I've been around the block a few times. Before WW2, I was a crooner. I've done tours with the Andrews Sisters. I tell you. So I know the difference. Go ahead and play those maracas for me, just a second. If you're truly that good, then you and the maracas alone ought to be enough to convince me.
All right, I'll give him a great maraca solo that is going to blow his mind. I'm going to do
I got to tell you.
Flip it around, just do extra special moves and like from hand to hand, and like if it was a gun, you know how they twist the gun around.
Oh yeah,
and, flip it around, and I do all that with the maracas, juggling
behind the bag.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, kid. As Johnny Diamond wipes a tear from his eye at the end of the performance, I got to tell you, I've never seen something like that. And you say you got a couple of guys to back you up.
Yes, I'm more like the star of the show. They play, one guy sings and one plays drums and guitar and whatever, but, they come to see me because I'm the best maracan player in the world.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Well, I got to tell you, I'm happy to have the best maraca player in the world here, but I'll have to, of course, try you out with an audience, of course,
if you want me to kill someone as well, I can do that.
I thought you were joking when you said take care of Jack Ruby.
No,
oh,
I'm also
Jesus.
the best sniper in the world, too.
Well, listen, fella, I don't know that we have a lot of need for snipers here in Dallas in November of 1963. But,
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, listen, let me tell you, first of all. And what are you drinking? What are you drinking, my friend? He pats you on the back and has you come sit down at the bar next to him.
Some pineapple juice.
All right, pineapple
Vodka.
juice with a little something special. Yeah, a little of the sweet Russians. They do some things right.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Great missiles and great vodka. Hey, have a drink there, friend.
But I don't like their politics, so I don't like communism. Do you like communism?
What I love is great art. I love great art, great music, great drinks, pretty beautiful women.
But you like a free trade, free enterprise, freedom.
I'm really, I think I'm a capitalist through and through, my friend.
Okay,
Nothing is
good.
more repugnant to me than communism. That being said, I will drink vodka until the day I die, even though right now I'm drinking gin and tonic. Anyway, buddy, you really should be less forthright. You don't go dropping things right. In America, we don't go around talking about how we're expert snipers, and unless we're maybe bragging about military service or something. You can't just go around offering to kill people for money.
Well, It's, Cuba, I play stupid. Americans say they let me off because I don't know. I don't understand it. So what I say?
What do you mean they let you off?
These cops, they take bribes.
Well, that happens from time to time. I got quite a few cops who come in here. We enjoy the place, like to relax.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So we trying to make a lot of money, because I'm part of a group, this exiles, and we like to get together and talk about how we gonna go and fight Castro.
Well, it just so happens that I need to make a lot of money. Look at these stacks of bills I got here. Not a lot of, I got my long-term interest to think about, but I tell you, there's a way to make some money, but, fella, we're gonna need, no offense, but we're gonna need a white man to help really pull it off. So, sure, we got you for the muscle and the talent, but we're gonna need somebody who can, pass in polite society, You know any such fella?
I only met the one white guy so far.
Which guy was that?
The one that I talked to and made what is that guy I give a bribe to?
Whoa, a bribe? This sounds like the kind of man we need.
He was a police officer.
Oh, even better. Dangerous, but better, but I like dangerous. I like hot, talented, and dangerous, just like the Andrews sisters.
Yeah,
Maybe you can arrange a meeting.
So he knows where we meet in Oak Cliff. Maybe he could show up.
That's your band rehearsal space, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Listen, fellas, do you think you can try out how fast could you put something together? You think you'd be ready to try out a matinee tonight?
I'm ready to go. Let's go. I'll play right now.
Well, what I think it sounds like I got what I wanted, which was possibly some laying the groundwork for gathering the tools we need to go with my ultimate schemes.
Right, and I was very tempted to narrate about a half dozen police officers walking in at the end of that scene and sitting down and getting drinks and stuff at the table. One of them.
Well, that could very easily be happening, as a lot of them would have gotten a shift here in the, and so I could totally see that happening. A little retro narration, but I think so far everything's going good for all our Fiasco characters. All getting what they want. If you agree that I think Johnny Diamond has got what he wanted.
So I think, he made some connections.
Able henchman for his. So far, Johnny just had dreams of revenge, but he thinks perhaps it's fate that brought this Cuban to him this afternoon. So I'm going to just take a white die.
I think that is.
And then I'm going to give it away to my Cuban friend Jorge.
All right.
And so we each do another scene.
Oh wait. Okay, so you take it and then you gave it to me and okay.
And now our scene shifts back to our good friend Officer Merle Bug,
who, alongside about 5 other police officers, walks into the moon room at that moment, not, of course, knowing that Jorge is going to be here. But they sit down at a table, and I assume, a waitress comes up and takes their drink orders and stuff, and they're just sitting around drinking and not really paying attention to you guys who have just apparently, I guess, probably finished having your conversation or something. However, he's not paying attention to you, but it looks very much like the little bald dude who pulled you over is sitting at this table.
Oh, that's that guy.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, fella?
Oh, that's the white guy I bribed.
Oh, you said the you mean the uniform guy?
Yeah, this.
The little fella?
The little fucker, yes.
And he's in here all the time.
Yeah, I know that fella. I was thinking more somebody, look more like, Alan Ladd or someone like that, but, well.
Although it's a little guy named Officer Bug, I think he's...
He looks like a bug.
Name tag said.
Maybe you call him over for a drink then. Just...
Okay, hey, over here.
And Merle, looks up And he kind of says something to his buddies at the table and stands up and walks over.
Oh. Well, what a coincidence.
Yeah, I saw you come in with... I was here to play maracas.
Yeah, my new employee here mentioned that he knew you, and I said, hey, he's in here all the time. He's a swell fella.
Well, I thank you. I like to think of myself as a swell fella, but now, what do you need?
Well, you took some money. Maybe we...
Shh, what?
Oh, sorry.
Say that out loud.
Hey, here among friends.
You said you take some money, so maybe you do other things for money.
Oh, I do anything for money.
Oh, anything.
Just about. What you got in mind?
Well, I had a scheme together, fellas, but I thought it might have been a pipe dream. I gotta be honest with you. I thought it was just a... But listen, there's a fella out there who did me wrong. Long ago. Long ago, and it just so happens that I recently, well, the door might have opened for a way that I might be able to get back a little bit what this fella did to me, but I would need able and willing partners in such an enterprise. There could be a lot of money in it, fellas. And it's morally correct actions, all of them, because it's really a story about justice, is what it is.
Well, justice is very important.
And would you agree that maybe sometimes justice can be pursued outside of the courts of law, perhaps? True justice, biblical justice.
Well, I'm not a religious man now, but
You better read your Old Testament.
I do believe that not only does the justice system not necessarily serve justice, but yes, justice can be served and sometimes must be served outside of the legal constructs that make up our democracy.
Democracy, right. What'd you say?
Yeah, democracy.
All right, that's what I thought you said. Anyway, fellas, now this person who wronged me a long time ago, he's in a position now to where he wouldn't like it if anything untoward were to come out about his conduct, that sort of thing. And it just so happens that I'm in possession of an audio tape recording from a hotel room at the Sands in Las Vegas of this fella engaged in some embarrassing activities. Let me just say.
Like a fucking,
Yeah, you might say so, but not just that, but, really weird, really out there, okay? And I'm not going to play you the tape, but let's just say it's not easy listening, even for a freak like me. And, I can't be the one to be directly involved, you understand, because,
But you're gonna pay us some money to do what you want, right?
a cut, fellas. I'm talking partners. I'm talking split 3 ways down the middle.
So you're talking about sounds like blackmail.
It's an ugly word, but, whatever. I use whatever I gotta use to get my revenge on this fella. I wouldn't want anything terrible to happen to him, you understand? I just, I wouldn't want any embarrassment. I wouldn't want his wife, really, to suffer the embarrassment, because she's a hell of a woman, fellas. She's the love of my life. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to his wife, or for her to have any grief or sadness at all. But, if it's just... But he can pay for what he did, and I can get out of my difficulties, and you guys can get what you need to go fight Castro and whatever it is that you're after, officer.
I just want money.
Well, that's the easiest kind of person to deal with, I've always found, Ideology is where things get very messy. No offense, my Cuban friend. And revenge can also be messy, so I'm going to tread very carefully here, fellas, and I don't think I'm going to go ahead and discuss it further right now.
Well, I think we are going to need some details. I'm quite interested in this tape that you claim to have. Now, I'm not certain whether I believe that such a thing exists. So, and not only that, but if it does exist, that it contains what you claim it contains. So, you say you're not going to play it, but I think if you want us to cooperate, we might need to hear it.
Well, I got to tell you, like I said, it's not easy listening. But, all right, fellas, come with me. And he leads you away from the bar and back behind the bar and into a door that goes up some stairs up into a second level where there's an office which has got like a little circle of couches and a big glass wall that overlooks the club down below. And he's got his big, ridiculously oversized mahogany desk. He doesn't do any actual paperwork that often. And of course the liquor cabinet, which he gestures at for you to help yourselves. And he goes over and opens another cabinet, and there's like a great big reel-to-reel tape player in there. And we hear a man with it's a familiar sounding voice. It's a New England sort of accent. And there's some talk about himself being a little princess and so on and so forth. And a woman's voice that sounds awfully familiar as well, that you can't quite place. And so that's what you hear. And I won't even get into the details. And but it would be extremely embarrassing. You think well, I gotta tell you, it's a voice lots of people have heard, and maybe you got a sense of just how serious what I'm talking about is here.
Is that who I think it is?
That's who you think it is, Jack. He says with a wink.
My name is Merle.
I know. You see, I was getting at there with a little. Never mind.
So this a fucking cockroach you want to blackmail.
That's
this
right.
a guy who no give air support to the Cubans.
Well, there's
the Bay
that.
of Pigs.
There's that too. It's one of the reasons why I said fate has brought us together. Don't you see, fellas? Don't you see? With our driving passions and his ruthless mercenary attitude, we could really do something here. Sometimes, fellas, entire nations topple just by the snap of a finger.
Well,
this is not gonna be easy, though.
Though you want to make Cuba a democracy as well.
Well, fella, capitalism's where it's at. Do you realize how much the nightclub business was booming in Cuba in the 1950s?
Well, that's
Me and my
true.
friends were all over the place. Why do you think I'm in these difficulties now?
They had some great casinos.
I was a partner in one of those casinos. I mean, a small share, a 7% share, but still, fellas, 7% of that casino is what's making the difference for me now. You look at me, I got bills piled up. You saw them.
Well, now don't you? Now I know, or I think I know, that tape there might be someone who I feel like is
Oh, it is.
part of the problem. He's a tyrant. He's a socialist dictator.
Dictator.
Say, Dick Taster.
Wait, what are you trying to... What? Oh,
He's,
I'll agree, he's a socialist.
Yes, a tyrant and a dictator.
Yeah, and a lot of people would have... I still don't quite get what a lot of people would agree that he left Jeff people in the lurch there, buddy. They're on the whole Bay of Pigs.
left us to die.
It's a disaster. Believing those... I've seen some big disasters in my life. I saw Bob Hope on heroin trying to sing once. It was awful.
Was that like a UFO show or something?
That's right, in Singapore.
Oh man,
Whacked out of his mind, that guy.
I don't like Bob Hope.
Oh, I love Bob Hope. What are you talking about?
Or Bob Newhart
American treasure.
or Bob Dylan.
It seems like once again our character whose turn it is kind of getting what he wants, which is an entree to... Well, he certainly got to listen to the tape.
Here, have a white die called.
Yeah, I honestly can't even remember how it plays out to what kind of dice we want. Whether we want a nice mix or whether we want all of one color.
It's better to have all of one color.
Yeah, okay. And soon we're going to run out of white dice, and then we'll only have black dice, and that's when everything will start going wrong for us all the time.
It's gonna the entire second act is gonna be a clusterfuck apparently.
Yeah. I think you mean a fiasco.
Yes, a clusterfuck.
We're going to write a game that's even worse than Fiasco called Clusterfuck. Let's put an asterisk on the U, from retail.
Whose scene is it?
I guess it's your scene then.
I suppose that is true.
All right. Well, so in order, I have a goal in mind. Obviously, we have this new job that, not just the music job, but this other job.
Right, that's the real job.
But we still need to play at least, a gig right away and get some money so we can. My goal is to buy a gun.
Okay. Well, I think I did say something like, "What can you get started? Could you do a matinee tonight? Can you get those boys in?" So maybe.
So I mean, if you want to go tonight, if you want to have a scene where we play, get some money. We don't have to do that. I mean, obviously we can't role play out the music, and then.
No, you should sing and you should literally play maracas.
Yeah.
Those maracas you heard earlier, they were live.
But you can't. I can't do it justice. How good he is.
That's true.
Well, nobody, even with maracas, could.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe the scene starts immediately after the performance.
With the money. Because what he really wants is the gun, not the money.
You're right. I just we can start with him getting paid, and then he'll go try to get this gun.
All right. Yeah, so I see you just finished.
Yeah.
Fella, I got to tell you, listen to that crowd. That's a really good reaction from a matinee crowd. I haven't heard something like that since Bing Crosby fell off the stage in Spokane, Washington in 1942. That was.
Oh, they loved that, I guess.
Oh, they did. I'm telling you. Listen, fella, that was a good job. Here, I'm gonna give you $150. I want you to take that. Just a little taste now. Just a little taste now. And it's just between me and you. Here's 50 for you to split between the other two fellas, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, this.
All right.
Some.
Okay, listen. Can you come back tomorrow night?
Yeah, if if I'm not busy with the other job,
Well, you guys. I hope you and your friend get in contact with me soon. Start to work on that.
Yes, so me and my.
Remember, I don't want anybody hurt or maimed or anything like that. Understand?
So you don't want any. You don't want to. Less you know, the better. Huh? I guess.
Well, I guess that's how these things usually work. But
Okay, so we no kill him. We just want You just want to blackmail him.
that's right. You're sure your cop friend's okay?
Well, he seems he'll do anything for money.
Yeah,
so,
I had a feeling about it. All right.
I think he's in. I will go maybe find him as well.
Well, you don't have to look far because he's at the table. You watch the whole thing, and that was I've just never seen anybody play maracas like that before. That was amazing.
Yeah, we were just talking about you. Come on over.
How do you do that?
So it's just you have to be from Cuba and you have to play when you're baby. Right when you come out, your mama gives you maracas.
See, a lot of people in America, we stopped using that little baby rattle, and now we're cursed without having any good maraca players. It's like cultural music. That's how it works.
Well, and it's just so expressive the way that the sand jiggles around inside of that thing. It's like
pure Cuban sand from the beaches.
From the beaches, the
Havana beaches.
Is Havana?
I don't know.
Beaches?
I don't know.
From the Bay of Pigs.
From the Bay of Pigs.
It's Bay of Pigs sand. The revenge maracas.
Bloody sand. Yes, I play this and I think about my revenge.
Oh, sand day, bloody sand day.
Yep.
So,
you two spy plane band.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, anyway,
So we got to get some weapons, right?
well, fellas, hey, like you said, the less I know about the details, the better. But what do you mean weapons? I'm not asking you to shoot the fella, all right? Just
No, but you have to have the look. You have, if he thinks we're fucking jokers, he's not gonna pay up.
all right, but you gotta be very careful. I don't want anything happening to this guy's wife, because I'll tell you what this guy did to me was he stole the love of my life. She was like an angel straight from heaven when I saw her at the debutante ball. Oh, I tell you, but then he sweeps in with his New England charm and his powerful connections. And a poor guy like me, a crooner whose voice don't croon no more, because I was a hero in the big war. That's what he did, the son of a bitch.
wasn't he a hero in the war too, though? I mean, to be fair.
Well, he's a hero in the war. He's just sleeping around on an angel of a wife. And I'm not going to stand for it any longer. And I may never get her back, but damn it, I'm going to make sure she's got the husband she deserves, and she's taken care of the way she deserves to be taken care of. Through my actions, I will make sure that happens, one way or the other, fellas. But don't kill him, because then she's going to be devastated. We're just going to make the guy poor first, and and then we'll see what happens. I'm sorry, I've given away too much. You can tell it's a subject I'm very passionate about. You go get your gun. Go do whatever you got to do, but don't let her get hurt in the crossfire, boys.
Okay, she'd not be touched. Okay.
So, what precisely might you be looking for, Jorge?
Something as, with a scope, you know? Guess, I get his fat fucking head in my view. Cause I know blackmail, I mean, get some money, but,
Yeah, my guy's gone, by the way. He walked off, so you guys feel free to...
Yeah. But I really, I don't like this fucking guy, you know?
Well,
what he did.
He's a tyrant.
Yeah, well, I say we gotta get some money first. I mean, from this blackmail. He'll pay up, then maybe we kill him.
I like the way you think.
But as I get a gun with a scope, I know there's some catalogs that have guns in them that's cheap.
I have one right here, as a matter of fact. It says,
Oh my god.
L. Oswald.
I want to say he ordered it that actually under the name, like, A. Hedel.
No, did he?
Yes. I thought it would be funny, though. It was like, we actually got the gun, and it's like, well, we can't put our names. We have to make up a name of A. Hedel.
Well, you know, now, I don't want to sort of ruin any possible story points or plot points that might be coming up in the future, but I'm a police officer, and I do have a fairly wide range of weapons.
Okay, yes. You get a gun that you think would do pretty good. And I don't need anything special. I work with all kinds of old guns, you know. They're fine. Bolt action is fine. Doesn't have to be the newest kind.
Well, now, I've got a couple different options in terms of bolt action. I got a 30-06. I got a 223.
Yeah.
I got just everything you can imagine. I got to hunt them deer. They ain't gonna hunt themselves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But if we could order something out my catalog if you want to.
Oh, yeah, let me look at it. Let me see what you got.
Oh, well, I got it in the trunk of my car. I'll be right back. he leaves and comes back with this catalog.
Okay.
Can I twist the scene a little bit? I think it's funnier if you guys both go outside and open the trunk and are standing there. I don't know, the image of it's funny to me.
Okay, that's
Sure.
fine. So we're standing with the open trunk, behind the rear of the car with the trunk open, and there's like a soft case rifle already in the trunk. He says that's my 30-06, and but he also pulls out this little catalog, and here, anything you want, you probably get. It's Texas. It'll be here tomorrow, probably.
Okay. Well, to justify the weapon that we already decided on, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of our objects. From the playset.
I can only think the only reason to order it, and I think in real life the only reason that Oswald might have ordered that gun was because it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's the Italian Mannlicher Carcano, which is supposed to be a piece of shit, but it's cheap.
Well, that's not a real nice one. My 30-06 is nicer than that.
You got to have a gun for yourself.
Well, that's true. I'll use my trusted 30-06 then.
I don't like to, I'm a very good shot, so I don't need something, super special. Just, this one will do.
All right, well.
It's the cheapest one there.
We'll send off for it. It should be here pretty soon.
All right.
Well, once again,
Yeah.
it sounds like you got what you wanted.
Okay.
So I think we should give you the white dice.
I agree. So yeah, the second half. This always seems to be how Fiasco typically goes.
Yeah.
I will take it, and I will give it to you,
Okay.
Johnny Pharaoh.
Thank you. Now I guess it's my scene.
Yes.
So I've got to think of what I want. Which really, at this point, I think a lot of what our wants are dovetailing together.
Yes.
And what I really want is to get you guys talking to some representative of that group of people. You know, you won't be able to get in to talk to him or his brother, but, you know, somebody, staff members, you can try to squeeze him and blackmail him.
Well, I have an idea.
Well, what's your idea for that?
Well, my little anti-Castro group is probably overseen by the CIA, because they did have those groups. It was part of something called Operation Mongoose.
Yeah.
And so they could have that connection, a CIA agent connection that might be able to get them into
Okay, that's cool, yeah.
something like that.
Well, I don't know if my scene necessarily has to star me. It just has to be about my guy getting what he wants, you know.
yeah,
And what
that's true.
what he wants is for you guys to go make that introduction, you know. So maybe I'll play the CIA agent.
Sure.
That you guys go and talk to him. And yeah, and I'm eating. It's lunchtime. I'm eating a hot dog out on the street, and I've got my my suit on, even though it's hot. Well, it's probably not that hot, baking hot in November. It's just warm and nice, but
Fair, yeah. I mean,
yeah. So that's I'm out eating my hot dog from a hot dog vendor.
And where are we?
I'm downtown Dallas.
Okay.
Downtown Dallas by the Federal Building, which there probably is one.
I'm
Some federal
We
office
say, like,
building.
there.
I don't know where anything is except for Dealey
Yeah.
Plaza. We could meet in. There's parks and
Well,
I don't know. Is Dealey Plaza in downtown? I don't even know.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, let's just make it there,
Okay.
because lots of our audience can picture it. in
I
their
can
minds.
visualize it.
Yeah, I can visualize it too. So I'm having a hot dog, and I'm actually sitting on a bench eating a hot dog, and I got like a cup of coffee next to me, trying to enjoy my lunch, and I'm reading the newspaper.
All right. Well, I guess we just probably drove there
Yeah,
together.
I see this big baby blue, this big bright blue
Yeah.
50s sedan pulling up. Oh Christ!
Is this your guy?
This is the contact. Yes.
Well, I'll let you do the talking if you know him.
Okay.
Most of it anyway.
Walk up. Hey, how's it going?
So I told you never to come contact me out of the blue like this.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do you want, and who's this?
Oh, this.
Oh, are you wearing your uniform?
No, he's wearing
Okay,
street clothes.
yeah. And who's this?
Oh, you want me to save your occupation?
I'm Officer Bug with the DPD.
Uh-huh.
I'm not on duty right now, though.
Right. All right, what's this all about, Jorge?
I'll show him my badge and everything.
All right, I believe you, fella. I believe you. And you notice he doesn't offer to show any badges or even say his name.
So this guy, he knows about our anti-Castro group. He's gonna be a part of it. But we also we were talking, and maybe we have a little job, and I thought maybe you could help with this job a little bit, because it might help your needs and the agency's needs.
Well, how's this little job going to result in the downfall of the communist regime in Cuba? That's what I want to know, Jorge.
Oh, well, you see, I can only think of... Okay, so maybe something happens to President Kennedy.
Whoa,
right?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Maybe.
Take it easy.
Theoretically, something happens.
Things
and
just don't happen
they blame it.
to America.
They blame it on Castro, right? See, and then that's how, they justify. They let us go back to Cuba, invade, kill him. America will be all for it because he killed the president. We'll say he did it.
We
Castro.
could call it Operation Castrocian.
Okay, yeah, maybe we go with that, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's a lot. You've been really thinking hard, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, we've been scheming, you know. 'Cause I don't like that fucking guy.
Well, look, there are other ways to achieve that aim without doing what you're suggesting, Jorge.
Well, see,
You got some other way to put the squeeze on him, maybe, to get him to change his policies.
well, we have a blackmail, but, I think once I see that fucker, I'm gonna fucking kill him,
It'd be hard for you to see him, except from an extreme distance.
Well, I got help with that, you know. Just wait a couple of days, I can see from a long ways away with a scope.
And again, he looks around as if he almost can't believe the conversation he's having. You're an astute fellow, Jorge. You come to me knowing that the man we're discussing has been an obstacle for the agency.
Yes,
and it's become a deep frustration for ourselves, for our Italian friends in Chicago, for a great many people.
They have loose lips, those mobsters you talk to. They don't like them because they took away the casinos.
Tell me about this blackmail angle you've got.
Well, it's a sex tape. There's freaky shit going on. It's JFK. He likes to be called a princess, something like that. Yes. It's for a nightclub owner. He got it, and he wants us to blackmail. It's some guy named Johnny Diamond.
Johnny Diamond. Huh. Well, you're coming to me with a lot here, fella. What is it you want from me?
I want you to maybe say, you know, someone like I heard maybe JFK. He come to Dallas.
Yeah, well, you're well informed.
Yes, but they don't know the route he take. But the Secret Service maybe know the route. Yes, and they know which way he gonna go in the car. If you could find that plans or something like that, or if you could tell us where to be, what time, maybe we have a way to take care of this problem.
All right, let me see what I can do. And really, since this is actually Johnny Diamond's scene, and what Johnny Diamond wanted was for no one to be hurt or killed, he's not getting what he wants in this situation.
Yeah, I think that's...
Oh, okay.
So
he wanted the blackmail, which apparently is not.
It's not really going to work out that way, because
Probably not.
you made... Yeah, so the CIA agent's like, I'll look into it. I'll contact you. Where do I contact? Where will you be tomorrow night?
I guess
Maybe at this blue room?
Moon Room.
Moon Room?
Yes.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. He's going to have to go make some, talk to people and get back to you. So, just come up with a good place to meet. But he'll leave it at that. All right. Listen, you're playing with fire here, and we never had this conversation.
Okay.
And but I think we may end up getting what we all want in the end. You, the agency, this strange buck-eyed fella right here.
Yeah, he just wants some money, I think.
All right. So I will take the black dice because he did not get what he wanted, and I'm going to give it away to Ryan.
Yeah, I'm the only one with only one dice.
Yeah.
Now, whose scene is it now?
Now does nobody's
it's
scene.
the tilt. Yeah, let's do that off the air, and we'll come back next episode. See what happens on part 2 of our Fiasco, Dallas, November 1963. What a day it was.